My son Timothy and I took a trip to Kentucky, and the second night we stayed in Owensboro, which is a nice town on the Ohio River. And as we were staying, we happened upon a delightful sunset. And so here's my drone video, which is pretty amateur, and we'll see if some of this may get cut. We'll see. This is not the best work in the world, but it's I think I've said this multiple times, it's a DJI Mavic 3. I think mine's about a 2021 version. Anyway, maybe a little newer than that. But you can see the unusual clarity. This is a phenomenal device with a really nice camera. And you can see the Ohio is really fairly placid. I can't tell you how high the drone is, probably about 100 feet, using a, now I forget the type of filter, but there's a filter that's essentially sunglasses. I think it's an HG. And I am fascinated by structures, particularly bridges across rivers. So I decided to look at the sun a little bit and then fly towards this fairly old bridge. I should probably do research and tell you how old it is and whether it needs rebuilding. We drove it. It's a 4-lane. It's a U.S. highway, and it's, I think, well, there's another crossing of the Ohio further west. We had taken the ferry across, but we eventually came to this. We came over this way, or maybe we went over there the next day, I think is what we did, because we went into Indiana and did a beautiful driving on Indiana 66, which is the Ohio Scenic Byway. And if you've never taken it from Evansville to just north of Louisville, I highly recommend it. So what we're going to see here is the bridge, and then I magnified the image, which I'm able to do on the screen. And unfortunately, the operator is not real good. He's not really skilled. You're not looking at him, but you're seeing his work. And he doesn't do easy, non-jumpy movements because, as you can tell by my voice tremor, I have a little bit of an essential tremor. And so it's a challenge for me to play this like it is for me to play video games, which has nothing to do with how lovely Owensboro is. It's really a nice town. Kind of a great size, right on the Ohio River. And you can see that traffic is fairly light. It's about 8 o'clock, probably a little before, because I think the sun set at 8:06 this evening. And then we go back to a setting, and here we are. I'm kind of just recording the landing. And here's a lovely couple I met that I've kept up a correspondence with. I have the permission to leave them in the video, but it was just wonderful. The husband and wife came out and kind of were curious at what we're doing. So I think I had an HD8, and maybe for that shot, I should have done a 16 or thereabouts, but I'm still a little new on the processes. But I was trying to just record a sunset, and so I took it back up in the air. I think about this time I was starting to get battery warning lights, and if you let a drone get too far from home with like 20% or less battery power, you may lose your drone. Not a good outcome. So I kind of was trying to save battery power. It really flew pretty well. I got it down to 1 bar when I recharged it, but maybe this would be better with more clouds. But you can see the sun kind of setting, and that's it.